We are back on The Earth is on Fire. I just invited every single person who's online right now, so hopefully we get a bunch of people in here. I've been working on this game a lot over the last 24 hours. Not really anything new to the game, just trying to optimize it. So there shouldn't be any lag in the game anymore. Well, there shouldn't be any lag that's so bad that it pauses my gameplay. Other than when we go to level 5, we'll have to see if there's some lag because I'm still in the middle. Oh, I changed this level. These things used to spin a lot faster and be like super hard to see where they're gonna go. I have hiccups because I was just eating cookies. But now I don't know, this level's a lot easier. I might add even more of these spinning things, but level 2 is just way too hard for being level 2, so that one's a lot easier now. Level 3 is basically the same, other than you now come to the right just a little bit. You used to kind of go through here a lot more straight, but you still can do that if you go on the edge. So that's what's different there. I'm trying to think. Oh, I deleted a building from this level. Oh, and then I barely extended the size of these cards. So you can now go from this card, and you could actually do that before. I was practicing. Wait a minute, the MGM Grand. Guys, I'm learning about that. This is like, I'll tell you guys what that is in a second. Anyways, you can also skip from this one to that one. Maybe you could never. No, I don't think you could ever skip from that one to that one. What you can do is skip from the second one to the table, I think. So that's what's new on this one. Yeah, you can go from here to here. So it was already possible, but I was only hitting it maybe 50% of the time, whereas now I should be able to get it at least 80% of the time. Anyways, the MGM Grand, in my Intro to Industrial Hygiene class, we have to do a lot of case studies. I'm gonna fix these hockey sticks next. They're pretty glitchy. As you can see, so those hockey sticks, see how they're kind of just lagging quite a bit? If I go back to level 2, you're just gonna see, I mean, it's way slower, but these are just way smoother. So that's what I'm gonna do to the hockey sticks. This game still has a little bit that I need to do to make it the best that it can possibly be. But we are getting really close to the point that I can add a leaderboard and have people start competing, like competitively. Anyways, my intro to industrial hygiene. He shows up to the MGM Grand, or maybe it's just some other welding place. And the guy there was trying to tell him that he was the one who welded the lion at the MGM Grand. And my teacher was just like, "You're lying." And he's like, "No, seriously, I did it." And then my teacher just like straight up calls him out because it's actually my teacher's uncle who welded it. And then the guy was like, "Yeah, he was in charge. I worked under him." He's like, he's probably been telling that lie to people for years. And then here I am, his nephew, who actually welded the thing. So as you guys could see, a lot of the level isn't loaded. If you go to settings, you can turn your graphics down right here. I have my graphics turned all the way down just to allow for more like loading, and so that's not as slow. But you don't have to do that. I just think it makes it a little bit faster and less likely to lag. So that is what that is for. And I'm trying to think if I've added anything else. Most of the later levels are completely fine. This level actually used to lag all the time because there's like a whole city down there. There's still kind of a city down there, but I've deleted probably 80 to 90% of the buildings that were originally there. This one has a lot of buildings too, but they're super simple buildings, so it doesn't matter that I have lots of them. The biggest thing was level 1. That's where I've done the most work so far. I had this little like code, I guess, script that I ran in the command box that tells me how many total parts are in my game. Okay. That's another thing that I could change it. It's possible to jump from the first to the third pillar there, and it's the optimal way to do it. Here's the thing, I want there to be shortcuts that are hard, but not impossible. This one's not impossible, but it's not, it doesn't have to be frame perfect, but you do have to be pretty good at it. And so I might make this one like half a stud easier. I don't know. We're gonna try this one more time. As you can see, I've already failed 4 times. I actually didn't even think it was possible. As I've been playing today, I've just been kind of running around trying to find areas that could... Okay, see, I got it right there. It's definitely possible to skip that. And so if you were going for world record timing, you'd have to be able to hit that right. And that's why I don't want to make every shortcut the easiest. In fact, I might go back to making the cards have to be pretty easy. Having the cards be a really easy shortcut, or having it be a hard one, isn't the end of the world because it's only level 3. So if you mess up, I don't know if you guys know this, you can just type R in the chat and it'll send you back to the beginning. So if you're like trying to go for a PR or just a record in general, then you can do that. Nothing's changed on that level. Nothing has changed on this level. I would love to change his dragon, maybe. Just because this happened last time too. I mean, I survived, but I don't know. I might play around with this level a little bit. I don't want the levels to feel awkward unless you're going for the shortcuts. If you die trying to go for a shortcut, also I totally forgot about this the other day. Tokyo Mater down there for the Tokyo level. Funny. But yeah, I want the game to be pretty easy to play through. You know, I don't care if you die a few times, but it's definitely easier than Speedrun 4. Mess that up. So how you want to do this platypus if you're going for like record time is you can't run to the end of here. Otherwise you'll... Okay, well, I didn't really work that time. But basically, if you're running and if you jump off of there, you might end up jumping completely over the platypus head, kind of like I just did. So if you jump off the alligator a little bit earlier... I'm telling you guys how to play and then it's not even working. Basically, you just gotta time it to where you can jump off of the bill and then instantly jump off of his head. I'm not really in flow state right now, otherwise I'd definitely be hitting it first try. And then the Hawaiian level, I don't think I'm going to touch at all. There is a major shortcut in this level. I think I might have showed this the other day. You gotta come up this way. No, I didn't show this. Yeah, you have to go up the volcano. It doesn't save a ton of time, but it saves a little bit of time. And then I don't know what I'm going to do for this level. I don't love it. I'm going to keep the exact same layout just because for record reasons it needs to remain the same. It just needs to be the same layout. I'm definitely going to at least make these smoother because as you can see they're really glitchy. Like they'll spin and then they'll kind of stutter after every so often. And then Mexico level just has no atmosphere. Like it's just sand down there. So Mexico level is arguably the hardest level. I made this one barely easier. So I moved this taco down like 1 stud, and I moved this down 2 studs, and then this down 3 studs, and then that down 4 studs. It just makes those jumps barely easier. And then I still need to fix the last stage. It's got... I don't know if you can notice, but the city down there is a lot more full than level 1. Level 1, I deleted probably 10,000 parts from, and you can't even really tell the difference other than the city down below. So, thank you guys for watching. I didn't really know what else to do for a daily upload. I went to work today and did stuff, but I didn't really like, do a whole lot more. So I figured I'd just kind of show you what I was doing in my game. My personal record is 274,855. So that's like just over 4.5 minutes. I think I'm going to go live now and try to get some more people into the game. and see if I can beat a 430. Because if I can beat a 430, then I think what I'm going to do for badges, there's currently a badge if you can beat the game in under 5 minutes, which I thought was really hard when I first started like testing it out. But I got a 434 today, and I think that might have been with one death. I'm pretty sure I died. So it's definitely possible to get better than that. Anyways, that's gonna be it. Thank you all for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, and adios.